Teresa, welcome to my channel. Thank you for joining me here today. Today I'm going to be doing some gel printing. I've had some new stencils from this company, PMArtist Studio. Super excited to be playing with them because they're just designed and made for the mixed media artist, so absolutely perfect for gel printing. I've been using some acrylic paint and metallic paint, so I'm going to get these cleared out of the way. I'll be back to tell you a little bit more about the stencils and show you how I've made these. As always, I'll begin with a quick rundown of the items I'm using today. I've got a few gel plates out. I'm not sure which size I'm going to use, probably the 5x7 one, but we'll see. I have some acrylic paint. Now these are all Deco Art brand paints that I'm using today. We have Calypso Blue, Chartreuse Yellow, Sea Breeze. I've also grabbed a couple of metallics, and I have the Extreme Sheen Copper and Extreme Sheen Vintage Brass as well. I've got my Speedball rubber brayer and the usual water in a spray bottle for cleaning my plate, some paper towel, scrap paper off to the side. I'm going to be printing on some white card, black, grey, just fancied trying out some different colours today. But mainly I want to be trying out some wonderful new stencils that have just arrived. I was recently contacted by Mariah from PMArtist Studio. She got in touch with me via Instagram, asked if I would like to take a look at the stencils that they design and make, and if I was interested, she would happily send some out for me to try. So full disclaimer, I was sent these stencils free of charge, but I'm under no obligation to give a positive review, to say anything about them. I was just excited to try them, and I can't wait to see what I can produce on my gel plate using them. A little bit of background about PMArtist Studio. They are a mother and daughter business. P is Patricia, the M is Mariah. And they design and produce stencils. They have other products on their shop as well. But they have the mixed media artist in mind, and I can tell that these stencils are designed with the gel printers in mind as well. They are perfectly sized. Many of them are available in a 5x7 inch size and an 8x10 inch size. So again, absolutely perfect for your plate. There are smaller ones like ATC size, 3x5 inch ones. And as well as some more mainstream sort of floral type designs, there's some really pretty daisy ones on there. There's a lot of really nice sort of chunky abstract designs, which you just don't see anywhere else. So I was really excited to try a few. They've kindly sent me a coupon code here, and I will pop this coupon code in the description below, and this will give you 10% off any of their stencils. Doesn't apply to other products in their shop, but 10% off their stencils. So when you've watched the video, please do go and pop over to the shop. All the links again will be in the description below. Take a little look, and I'm sure that there'll be something there that would interest you. So do take advantage of this coupon code if you can. It's valid until the end of the year, so you've got plenty of time to use it. You could use it more than once. But yeah, have a little look at the end. I will link all social media things. Everything will be in the description, so don't worry about that. So a little quick rundown of what I got, what I asked for. I'm not going to be using every one of these today. I just don't have the time. They sent me this little one as an extra. This is an ATC sized stencil called Puzzle. Really, really nice. All the packaging is plastic free as well, which I thought was lovely. So your stencils will arrive inside a little paper folder, and it will have the name and everything on there. So this is Flowers and Urchins, Mask Doodle Thingy Thangs. Sounds really weird when I say that with my English accent. There's an image here of what we get in here. So we've got these urchins in different sizes. We've got the flowers in different sizes. Another urchin there, flower, and some smaller flowers. They are all cut from Yupo, a good weight of Yupo, and with that being synthetic, it's going to withstand the paint and the moisture and everything. Really good product. This is called String Thang. Again, this was available in different sizes, so really nice sort of abstract swirly design. We have this one here, which is the Fingerprint. Now I had this in the 5x7 inch size. This is available in an 8x10 as well. And another 5x7 one was this Static Orbs Nemo's Nodules. Again, this was available in a larger size as well if you wanted. We have this one here, which is Eyes and Arches. And again, you get a whole selection in there. I think these are really nice. They've got quite a tribal feel to them, I think. So we've got a couple of the eye designs, which are perfect for a 3x5 plate. And then 3 different sizes in this arch design. Really like those. And I did choose one large one, which was this Jelly Shelly. I chose this in the 8x10, but again, it's available in a 7x5. But I thought that was really pretty all over design. So, as I say, I'm not going to be using all of these today. I'm going to use a selection. I think I'm going to go with my 5x7" plate. I could use any of the sizes of stencil on it, but I've got quite a number of stencils that are designed for 5x7, so I think this is the one I'm going to use today. So we're going to be doing some layered prints, layering up some of the plain acrylics with the metallics, and just seeing how these stencils perform. I'm really excited to try something a little different, something that is made with the printer in mind, which is really, really refreshing. So I'm going to begin by putting some metallic paint down to create a background. And I think I'm going to blend a little bit of the 2 colours together. And I'm going to use some of this black cardstock, I think. And that's just put down a nice base of colour onto my cardstock. There's a little bit of paint left there, so I may as well not let that go to waste. I'll pull that onto a piece of grey card and we'll use that in a moment for another print. So that's just saved that from being wasted. So now I think I'm going to use these Sea Breeze and a little of this Calypso blue. I'm going to take this stencil, which as you can see, perfectly sized for the 5x7 plate. I'm going to take this, line this up as best I can. And look at that. Oh, that's fantastic. Love that. Love that with the metallics shining through there. So that's our first print. So let's remove our stencil. And you can wash the paint off the Yupo. Obviously, with it being synthetic, it is washable like a Mylar stencil, or I tend to just leave my paint on there now. I can't be bothered. Doesn't affect it. Occasionally little bits will flake off and add to the sort of texture that you get, which is really quite nice and unexpected. So I don't want this to go to waste either. I'm just going to give this a moment to dry, and then I'm going to pop a layer of paint on top of it and pull all of this in one go. So I'll take a little of this chartreuse yellow. And I'll use this piece of grey card that we pulled that bit of metallic paint off. And there's our second print. And again, love that. Love the effect on the coloured paper. It gives you obviously a different colour to if you were using the white. So I'm going to move on and use one of the other stencils. So this time I think I'm just going to use the vintage brass in the background. I really like this metallic paint as a backdrop to the acrylics. So this time I'm just going to use a piece of white card. So that's given us a lovely sheen. It's pulled off some more little bits of turquoise that were on there. And this time I think I'll use a little of the chartreuse with some of the sea breeze. I'm going to take this stencil design and get my piece of cardstock again. And pull the print. And there's our print. Really, really like that. And as I say, I'm very tempted to use the stencil and use a fine liner pen or a gel pen to bring out some of the detail around the edges of the shapes on that one. Once again, take the stencil off. I'm going to just allow this layer of paint to dry. And then I'll pop some more paint on there and pull another print. So I'm going to use a little of the copper and a little bit of the Calypso blue. Don't want too much paint, it only needs to be a thin layer. And there we have our second print. Again, love that. We've got a little bit of metallic sheen showing through, but I just love the mottled sort of subtle finish that we've created. So I'm just going to carry on using the other stencils that I've got. And we'll be back to show you what we've got when we've finished.
I wanna close my eyes and go back, play it in my mind. A movie of us two, yeah, we were happy at the time. Can't remember what it felt like. We used to be so strong. That picture perfect sky now, it looks so gray and cold. We've been laying here since 4 a.m. and you haven't said a word to me. is aching when it bleeds. If it's over, just say it out loud. Say those words, go ahead, just shout it out. Just be honest, be a man right now. Say it's over, if it's over. Do you remember when we went to Paris in July? Got stuck out in the rain, but we danced around and didn't mind it. So young and reckless, baby, you and I fit just like a glove, but I guess that's over now. We've been laying here since 4 a.m. and you haven't said.
So these are the prints I've ended up with. And I have to say, I think this first one that I did has ended up being my favourite, mainly because of the metallic on the black. I love it. I really should print on toned paper more often. So yeah, really love that. Love the effect of that. The stencil design is just fab. You really don't need to do anything else to that. And then this was the clean off print really that I did with the paint that was remaining on the stencil. So again, once that's trimmed up, that's going to be a great background, especially for something like a card or on a journal page where I want to put a focal element on there or some writing. That would be perfect for in the background. Next up was this one, this sort of fingerprint design. Again, really loved that. It's great all over background pattern design. This was my clean up print. Again, we've got a bit more sort of mottling, subtle effect there. Really love that one. I then did a couple using one of those sort of tribal eye designs. This one here that's got the metallic in the background, and I think I'm going to go in with a pen and add some detail to this one. And then that was the clean up print that I got, again trimmed down. That's going to be great for on a card or something like that. And finally I used this sort of abstract string design. This one again, great fun. Love this black card with the metallic paint. Really love the effect of that, and the totally different effect again with the clean up print, removing the paint left on the stencil. So I'm very, very happy with the way that those stencils have worked. Really easy to use, really nicely sized for the gel plate. Lovely to have something that was a little bit more original. I'm going to go ahead, use a couple like a fine liner pen or something to add some detail to a couple of the designs, and you'll be able to see what they look like in the images at the end of the video. But as always, if you enjoyed the video, please leave me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and do check out the link below to these stencils. And if you want to make a purchase, use the discount code to save yourself an extra 10%. But for now, that's all. Bye.
Silence.